wear the khaki, but we carry more than just a bag. We carry dreams, grit, and a will to serve.
This is Corpers Can, rising to serve, rising to lead.
Hello and welcome to Corpers Can, the show that inspires young Nigerians to make the most of their NYSC journey and build a future they can be proud of. I'm your host, Abigail, and today we are diving into a conversation that every corper needs to hear. The world is changing fast and digital skills are no longer optional. They are the new currency. Whether you are in engineering, mass communication, biology, or even education, one thing is clear: digital skills give you an advantage. To unpack this powerful topic, digital skills, digital advantage, thriving in the modern job market, I have two incredible guests with me. First, we have Kachi Dimgba, a digital advocate and tech trainer who has helped young people transition into tech. And with us also is Kelly Asimonye, a digital expert dedicated to helping youth build careers online.
This is Corpers Can, rising to serve, rising to lead.
Welcome to the show, Kachi and Kelly.
Thank you for having us.
Having you guys here again. So for our topic today is digital skill. Starting with the first question, what digital skill do you think every young Nigerian should have, regardless of their field of study? Starting with you, Kelly.
Digital skills are more like survival skills. It doesn't matter what you're studying in school. I feel like everybody should have like a particular skill digitally that they're able to use to like maneuver situations.
Yeah.
So like basic computer skills like typing, using Zoom and Google for meetings, for like. Then there's also like cybersecurity measure skills, like avoiding scams, like when not to click this link, to know when it's safe or not. Then there's also the one for like social media handling skills, like editing videos, editing messages, like also handling like platforms like groups. Like currently now in my in my PPA, a PRO, so I handle like messaging, like how to send messages and stuff. It's not just hi.
Yes.
Like you have to be professional about your distance. So yes.
So to add to what Kelly said, basically, even if you're doing something else in school, it doesn't stop you from furthering your horizon, like broadening your horizon. Like when it comes to tech, you can also like start learning like from online courses. Like there are a lot of online courses out there. You can learn, as you said, cybersecurity. There's IT, because there's a difference between IT and the normal tech we're all talking about here. Then you have the social media management and content creation. There are other courses like that. You have editing. You have a lot of courses that have to do with you staying in front of a computer or a laptop or whatever it is. So basically, like these are like different like tech courses or tech skills that one can actually add to to develop themselves, like educationally and otherwise. So yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much, and thank you, Kelly, for letting us know that anybody and everybody can learn a digital skill. So for the next question is, how can a corper start learning tech or digital skill even with limited money or resources?
Learning a digital skill doesn't require a lot of money. It just takes your willingness and your mobile device. So, and there are like free online courses like Coursera, there's YouTube, there's one for Google African students, 100% free. And there's also your strategy. It's not just about these free platforms. You pick a skill, master it. Maybe it's video editing, you can use like Canva, there's Adobe Pro and stuff. And that's just basically it. Those are like the free platforms that you can use to get, you don't use money for. So
yeah, also like you said like what are ways you can actually learn this tech course without like spending a lot of money. As you said earlier, YouTube. YouTube is a platform where everything is now taught on YouTube. People don't have to really go to bring out money to pay for online courses. Like me personally, I actually pay for an online course once, but the more I actually look at it, is not actually like wise for someone that is still like trying to is still struggling.
Yes.
So if you don't have the money, you can use YouTube, as he said. There are also like editing apps like CapCut. Like personally, I use CapCut to like edit videos. So from there, I started getting better because I had someone that was teaching me, like my sister. I didn't have to pay. So if you have someone close to you that is good at it and the person is willing to actually share the knowledge, because some people will be like, okay, knowledge that they have, you have to pay for it because every knowledge now is like, it's not free. But you have someone that is that nice and kind to actually help you. You can actually ask them to help you, teach you in different tech skills that are out there. So that's basically that.
Okay, thank you so much. I would want to say something. Like in this our new world and age, most jobs are now like remote and all of that. And definitely you need some certain skills, and for you to apply for some jobs, you need some certain certifications. So from people that, okay, let's say you've learned from Coursera, you've learned from YouTube, how can you then get a certificate? Because most job requirements, you will need to show them your certification as proof of you've learned this thing or something.
Okay, that basically means you're going the extra mile. If you're just learning just to learn for yourself, maybe you want to use it, maybe if you want to open like a YouTube channel, or you want to do something, start up your own personal, then you can do free stuff. But the fact that you want to actually get a job opportunity, you have to like actually go the extra mile. So you have to actually pay and learn online courses that will actually give you certifications, because not all online courses have like very valid or very reputable certificates. So you have to look for those that are actually going to give you what you want, because some of them out there, you just pay like maybe 20k, they'll give you certificates. If you take it somewhere, they'll be like, this is not really known, people don't really use it. So you have to actually make sacrifices if you actually want to attain some job opportunities that require that. But if for your personal self and you don't want to use it, then you can do free stuff. So it depends on how far you want to go with it.
Thank you so much, Kachi, for that insight. So right now we'll be going on a very short break, and when we're back, we'll continue our conversations.
This is Corpers Can, rising to serve, rising to lead.
Are you in governance?
You need public speaking.
Are you in business?
You need public speaking.
Are you a professional?
You need public speaking.
Now you too can learn how to overcome nervousness and speak with confidence before any audience at the School of Eloquence, the home of public speaking.
Attend our practical and training one-on-one coaching with West Africa's only certified speaking professional at any of our centers in Lagos and Abuja.
To register, call 0802 3032 066 or 0706 1606 078, or log on to our website schoolofeloquence.org. School of Eloquence,
teaching the world to speak.
This is Corpers Can, rising to serve, rising to lead.
Welcome back. Before we went on our break, I was asking Kachi and Kelly how corp member can learn digital skills with limited money or resources, and Kachi, they were able to answer the question. So diving back in, our next question is, why are soft digital skills like communication, etiquette, and personal branding, why are they as important as digital skills?
Okay, so soft skills are like your interpersonal, like communication, adaptability, and stuff. So how do you integrate soft skills into your digital space? So when, let's say, like a very good analyst submits his CV, but he doesn't give out the message properly. I don't know whether that's making sense.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
So when another person submits his own CV too, but is able to like communicate better, even though he has like average skills, that's more like him having like a proper soft skill as to like communication and etiquette and stuff. So, and also when etiquette comes to play, when you just send messages to people, you don't be rude about it. Be professional about it. That's why they will be able to get back to you on the job that you acquired for. So yeah, that's...
Okay, if I understand what you're really actually saying,
yes,
maybe if you want to apply for a job and obviously you have that tech knowledge, but you need to sell yourself as a person.
Yes.
So basically, like, I'm going to give a very, very narrow like example. You want to apply for a job, and then you submit your CV, and it says everything, like there's a whole bunch of things that you have that is going as can already sell you, but at times brands or companies rather they look at you outside your knowledge, like knowledge you have, you're able to, like, you know, gather. So maybe on your social media platform, your branding, because obviously your branding means you, like your personal self. Your branding is kind of wayward, is not really aligning with like what you have on your CV. Your CV can be a whole bunch of I did this, I did that, very very heavy CV. But once they look at you as a person, maybe through your social media, because some brands go the extra mile, they'll be like they'll go to your social media pages and look out for how you are and kind of things you post. I mean, the kind of things you post are very illicit or maybe very not decent. They will actually use it to like terminate any thought of actually trying to hire you for the job. So you have to actually personalize and be more intentional about how you present yourself outside. Even if your CV is heavy, you have to actually look at yourself and be like, I need to present myself in a way that people will be like, this person actually knows what they're doing. The CV actually like aligns with how I can look at the person on the outward appearance. And also communication. If your CV is just bland, you're just, I did this, I did that, you're not really telling us, okay, how you went about it, like the kind of things you did, like it has to be very very communicative, so that people that are seeing it will be like, this person can actually like this person has like communication skills and all of that. So that's basically all I can say for that particular question.
Okay, so thank you. This made me remember I was watching a program and the man said when he wants to hire someone in their company, the first question they ask before even going into your CV, the first question usually asked is, what are your core values in life? And if the core values are not aligning with those of the company, he's not going to hire that person. Instead, apart from whatever you have to offer, your value must also be in line with the company, because if it's not, that means there's nothing.
Yes, because many companies, they look at, does this person actually have values? Do they have principles that they uphold by, like they actually uphold by? Because if you as yourself, you don't have your own discipline, you don't have your own principles, there's no how you can manage the principles or values of a different entity on its own. So you have to actually like know that you are walking to a new space. I need to be able to have my own values that I stand by, because if you have values, they'll actually like perceive you as someone that is upright. You know what you're doing. You have standards. So that what you actually say is actually very right, because if your values don't align with theirs, there's going to really be a problem. Yeah.
Okay, so Kelly, what does personal branding mean to you, and how can one go about that?
Okay, it's all about online presence. How do you put yourself out there before you get the job? Just imagine yourself, maybe you're posting like she said, illicit things, then you're going for a job. The company might go an extra mile, like she said, and go like in depth in the research, and they see all these things, you will not get the job. And another person who applies for the job, who doesn't have that certified skill, maybe it's very, very average, but she's able to like, she doesn't have like any past issues or anything, the company will employ her instead of you. So that's personal branding. That's just it. How do you put yourself there online?
Yeah, because with character, people will be like, I can still be able to harness, and person I can like actually like, you know, get this person to work, and
also you can also learn on the
job.
Yes,
can still learn on the job. Yeah, that's it.
So thank you so much. Our next question is, how can corp member use tools like AI, social media, and online platform to create income or build a career advantage?
Okay, AI has basically made everything easy for us.
Yes.
You can go to AI and tell AI to propose like letters for you, probably cover letters, to even help you build your CV. Too. So maybe you're working, and maybe you're working on Canva, and maybe for your first time you don't know how to use Canva. You can easily go to AI and ask for help. It's give like a step-by-step procedure on how you go by it, and that way you'll be able to learn on the job. Currently, my PPA, I learned on the job. They gave me something to do, but I didn't just sit back and be like, I cannot do it. I had to go and ask for help, and I was directed to use AI to help. And the AI, when I went to AI to help me do this, it was able to bring out like a step-by-step process for me to build a website on WordPress. I was able to familiarize myself with WordPress, like plug in conflicts, how I was able to handle this. And AI was one that like played a very significant role in helping me to do such things. So yeah. And also you made mention of online platforms.
Yes.
So online platforms like LinkedIn. Maybe you have like, I feel like you should always be updating your LinkedIn. Probably if you learn something in a day, you should just go there and just put it there. That way you have like an online presence for like job recruiters and so yes.
Okay, I'm going to focus more on social media since you has already talked about AI. So personally, you can use your social. Obviously, we all know that the social media has taken the long run for everything business-wise. Even if you're a doctor and you want to promote your hospital, you have to use social media. Even though yes, we still have the print and the broadcast, but social media now is the it thing happening. Like people are mostly using it because number one, it is more money. How do I say it? It's more cheap. Unlike when you want to use TV or broadcast, where you have to pay like millions to put your stuff out there and you just roll or air for like how many seconds. So basically, for social media, you have your Instagram, there are varieties. You have your Instagram, you have your TikTok, we have your Facebook, we have Snapchat as well. We have your YouTube, and as I said, LinkedIn. But I'm going to brush LinkedIn aside. You have these 5 media platforms, right? As a corper, you can be able to promote yourself on these social media platforms. You create your profiles. It's for free. Everything is free. You create your profiles. You put out your content on those social media platforms at no cost. You build yourself there. You can even actually build yourself from Instagram without even having to be on LinkedIn. Because obviously LinkedIn is a very professional platform, right? But Instagram too can be a very professional platform at its own best. Like when you have things you have worked on, because I feel like it's more broad. When you post things you have worked on, maybe you have a business page, you post things you have worked on. You on the bio, you put your what you do, maybe you're a digital creator, anything. You also put out links that will direct them to even your LinkedIn, to your YouTube, to your Facebook, if you have other social media platforms where you put out your content, where you put out things that you do. So I feel like social media is very, very helpful in this new day and age, because with it you can be able to reach out to people that you actually think that you wouldn't have been able to reach out to. And you can also like sponsor your posts so that people are there geographic or people that are your target audience will be able to see what you do. Because many people now, they don't really use LinkedIn to actually make it to promote themselves. They actually use social media, and they even put out their emails. They say once you want to like reach out to them, it's easy for you, and you can see. And that's basically that for social media. People have been using it even more than LinkedIn and other platforms to
add to
promote themselves.
Okay, you can start earning like in-house. You can start with your friends. Maybe they need like a flyer or a birthday card or something. If you've acquired the skill of Canva, you can easily do that. That way you're not really charging them that much. But when they are working, so maybe you're working in a company and they require someone that has that skill, they can recommend you. That's how it works. That's connecting. That's networking. Because
many companies now have social media platforms. There is no company now that wants to be serious that will say okay, that do not have a social media platform. It's not possible. How do you want people to see you? So it's not like I'm saying LinkedIn is not that important, but I feel like all social media platforms are like really doing the job that LinkedIn would ever do. LinkedIn is just there to like always like notify you, okay, there's a job, hybrid, remote or on-site for these companies. They'll give you a list of companies, right? But social media goes like, is more personalized for me, because if once you have your details there and companies see your work, they will directly contact you directly, and they'll be like, okay, we actually want you for this, sending your CV or anything. But LinkedIn is more like I'm sending out to them, not them actually reaching out to me at times. Most times that's the case. You get like, you see an email, you receive an email of many companies and job offers, but social media will be like, they'll actually reach out to you and all of that. So that's
okay. There's also like building a portfolio. I feel like you just keep it simple. Not something too complex. That way that's communicating to
Yeah,
things.
social media is your
Company.
portfolio. You can just create it there. You post out things you have worked on and projects you have done. That's basically your portfolio. If you post, people think if you hear portfolio, yeah, one big, ginormous word like that. But it's basically put out what you have done in recent years on your social media. That's your basically your portfolio. That's the kind of platform you have created, like you have to put out your work so people can see and know that you can actually, yes.
So thank you so much, Kachi and Kelly. Your answers were very, very insightful.
Thank you.
So I would like to add, not everyone is interested in, let's say, digital skill. I know that today we're basically talking about digital skills. So I want to come from the business aspect, like people that are very much into business, that are interested in doing business. You mentioned something like Snapchat.
Yes.
You mentioned Snapchat, your WhatsApp too, your online platforms like your group chats. I'm sure you have your group chats for your school, maybe your CDS, your group. You can start small from them by just like sending the link to your business for them to, you can post it on the group, help them, ask them to help them reshare all their status. You don't know where your target audience can be. It can be from anybody's contact. On your Snapchat too, I think I do see some business owners too also posting on their Snapchat to
they have
reach
ads now.
a larger like audience and all of that. So for our last question of today is, what practical steps can someone take during their service year to position themselves for remote jobs or digital opportunities?
Okay, posting your work online, maybe your NYSC journey. Currently, maybe you're working your PPA. If you're posting like your journey on TikTok, because TikTok is a very big thing. Everybody is on TikTok these days.
Yeah.
So if you post your like maybe a day, maybe you learned Canva, you go there and you post that. You now post these procedures that you used to do it. I feel like it's easier for people. Unlike pros, you're like, it's like the beginning part of the steps that you're taking. So I feel like people will be able to understand you very well. There's also your LinkedIn page, your LinkedIn profile. If you go and be posting what you've learned today, so that's it.
Well, I've basically talked about how to position yourself. I feel like most of the questions you've asked. So just build your portfolio. Just have something that people can be able to go back to and be like, okay, let me go through this person's work. Let me see what this person can actually offer. And so not all companies agree with remote. So most of them will be on-site, most of them will be hybrid. But that being the case, you still have to like put out, because some people will be like, I'll just have my CV and that's enough. I'll still hammer on this. The portfolio is very important. You have to be able to show what you have done in the past recent years, because at times people can have the knowledge but you don't have the skill. So you have to be able to add your skills too, so that people can, when the employers see your work and see your CV, they'll be like, okay, yes, they'll not be able to like know what to even do with you in the first place. They'll be like, okay, since person can actually defend what they have on their CV with work, then we can actually like be able to hire them.
There's also taking freelance jobs. Like
yes,
jobs that don't pay that much.
You reach out to them, say, okay, I can do this. And obviously it still boils down to portfolio. If you say that you want to do freelancing, it's not a bad thing, but what have you worked on? So if you're still starting up, it's not a bad thing. Don't act like if you don't have some, like if you haven't worked on a lot of things, you cannot be a freelancer. At least show that maybe even if you work for yourself, obviously you can still be able to do some things without even getting paid, and then it will still be a kind of portfolio.
Yes, help you to build. The freelancing can also help you to build,
because maybe it can still be your starting, like you starting like off with freelancing, like maybe you haven't done it before.
Yes.
So people like, okay, what should I now use as my thing, like a skill I've actually, that's where you now bring it. Okay, what have you actually learned? What have you tried to do by yourself to be able to get better and all of that? So that's basically all.
Okay, thank you so much, Kachi and Kelly.
Thank you for having us.
This is Corpers Can, rising to serve, rising to lead.
What a powerful conversation. To every corper watching, the world is moving fast, but you don't have to be left behind. Start small, stay consistent, and take advantage of the digital tools right in front of your hands. Thank you, Kachi and Kelly. And to everyone watching, Thank you for watching Corpers Can right here on the Achievement channel. I'm Abigail Limafidon. Until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and remember, Corpers can do anything. Thank you.
This is Corpers Can, rising to serve, rising to lead.